Hi, I'm Rachel Wagner, and I'm going to talk a little bit about financial aid. I'm the assistant registrar here, so we tend to get financial aid questions. Here's the contact information: financial aid at csu.niv.edu, and some telephone numbers and the fax number. So the first question is, how do I apply? All students are encouraged to complete a free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA form, at www.fafsa.ed.gov. The university code that you have to put in for it to be sent to us is listed here. So also, please note the financial aid is limited to student loans at the graduate level. Additional documents are needed if you're interested in student loans. If you are only provisionally accepted, meaning that the university is missing some of your admissions documents, you're not eligible for financial aid, so make sure that you're a regularly accepted student before you apply. They cannot even do any pre-awarding, or they can't issue any information about how much you're eligible for until you are a fully accepted student. So what you will need to complete your FAFSA application, in order to do that, you need a social security number. If you filed your taxes as married and joint, you would also need your spouse's. You need your driver's license, and then you need your prior year federal tax information. This includes your W-2s, and then whatever you submitted with whoever did your taxes. So here is a benefits retrieval tool. You might find it helpful if you want to click here. It's the IRS retrieval. I've heard that it makes filling out your FAFSA simple. Okay, so again, here's a couple of links that also gives you a YouTube video on how to fill out your FAFSA here. So these are both helpful. Okay, so what happens after we receive your FAFSA? The Financial Aid Office receives your information electronically from the Department of Education. A financial aid package is created for you based on your FAFSA information, and then an award letter is sent out to you. You can view your financial aid live through your MyCSU account underneath the Financial Aid tab. Underneath this tab, you can see in real time what documents are missing, and if we've received everything, and then also your award. Now, keep in mind that about, I want to say, 1 in 3 students are chosen at random for verification. This is a random process, but if you are chosen, you don't have to sit at home going, gosh, I wonder if I was chosen for verification. How would I know? You will be informed, and you will have to submit some extra documents. We'll need your federal tax transcript, and then we need your prior W-2 forms. It's just to verify that the information that you've submitted is actually correct. So again, about 30% of students are selected, and then we'll let you know if you're one of the lucky ones. So what do you need to do once you've received your packet? Well, you need to review all your awards and make sure you understand any terms that are included with your loans. This has to do with interest rates and paybacks. And then, if necessary, you're going to have to fully accept all the awards, or you need to decline if you don't wish to receive some of them. So, for instance, there's a maximum amount of award that a student can be issued. If you do not want the max, you need to make sure someone in financial aid understands this so they can reduce your award. Also, if you're needing more money than just the tuition to cover your books and that kind of stuff, you need to let your financial aid counselor know that as well. Okay, this is one of the biggest problems that we see happen in the MBA program is financial satisfactory progress. So what this means is, a lot of times if you register for a class and then you end up withdrawing from that course, which means you did not complete a course that semester, you will end up owing a part of your loan. What ends up happening is, whenever you withdraw from the course, a portion of your loan is sent back to the lender, and this results in a balance for you as a student. So you need to make sure you understand that before you decide to withdraw. If you are taking 2 courses and you only withdraw from one, you probably are not going to get flagged because you did complete a course. But if you're in 2 courses and you withdraw from both, or you're in one course and you withdraw from it, a lot of times this happens where a portion of your loan is going to get sent back because the government does not pay for courses that you don't complete. Another way that you could be chosen and have to fill out this appeal is if you do not have a 3.0. As you know from previous slides, you have to maintain a 3.0 in the MBA program. It's a master's program. So, and that also goes for the MA program. So if you do not have a 3.0, you may get chosen for this as well because you're not making satisfactory progress towards your degree requirement. So review your progress every year, make sure you're registering for courses that you can complete, and also make sure that you're keeping a satisfactory GPA. You also must fill out the FAFSA every new academic year, which begins every fall. We talked about this a few minutes ago. Financial Aid Live. By logging into MyCSU and clicking on View Your Financial Aid Live, you can view the following in real time. So you can look at your financial aid awards, you can look at your missing or incomplete documents, you can download your forms, and you can see any important information that financial aid posts there. FERPA, this is one of the most important things that you can hear during this whole presentation. So students who wish to speak over the phone about their awards and financial aid status must complete a FERPA waiver. This is also true in the registrar's office and any other place on campus. If you call, and we have to have some way of identifying that it is you. It could be your mom calling pretending to be you. And so if you want other people to know information about you, so like if you want your husband to be able to call up here and make a payment on your account or know your balance and stuff like that, you would have to add the third parties that you want to know about your account to your FERPA waiver. This is kind of like HIPAA in healthcare, but it's FERPA in academics. So what this means is any third party would have to be listed on your waiver in order for us to give them any information over the phone. So the waiver can be found by logging on to MyCSU, click on the Student tab, click on the Student Information Release, and then follow the prompts, and you need to add yourself first to it, and then you need to add anyone else that you wish for CSU to be able to speak to about your financial aid, your accounts, anything else, academic records, anything. If they're not on your FERPA waiver, we can't release any information to them. We can only give them public knowledge information. So be sure to remember both security questions and answers that you select so that you can provide them over the phone if you're asked for them. Also, whoever else that you list on the FERPA waiver needs to know the security questions and the answers. They won't be prompted, which means they need to know the questions and they know the answers. CSU is a military-friendly institution. We've been named a military-friendly school by the Military Advanced Education and GI Jobs. So we're also a Yellow Ribbon program participant. If you are interested in using your GI benefits to complete your master's degree, please make sure that Ms. Kimball is one of your best friends here on campus. This is the email address that you can find her at, veterans@csuniv.edu. So make sure that you're using that contact to make sure you're getting all your benefits. Commercial reimbursement. If your company participates in any type of commercial reimbursement or tuition assistance, you need to contact Brittany Dees so she can tell you everything that she needs from you to make that happen. You will need to fill out the commercial reimbursement form every semester, and also we need a letter from your employer telling them that it has to be on company letterhead, explaining their reimbursement policy, meaning do they pay for every course that you take regardless of the grade that you earn? Do they pay for a portion of the course? This needs to be filled out in student accounts so that way it can be applied to your record. Here are some additional resources. We've already talked about the FAFSA and the student loans, VA's website, federal student aid. So if you ever have any questions about any of these, here's some additional sources. Okay, it's been fun. I wish you guys a happy and productive semester. And if you have any questions, please contact the numbers that we had at the beginning here. So I'm going to put that slide back here. Financial aid at csuniv.edu or any of the phone numbers listed below. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.